Commentary.
So today we're doing a deep dive into a concept called the human jungle.
Mm.
And before you start picturing, actual vines and machetes, the author pivots to something
Well,
surprisingly technical.
it's a fascinating reframing.
It is. The core theory is that your 3.00 a.m. insomnia isn't necessarily a sleep disorder. It might be
Oh.
more of a data processing error.
A processing error caused by just how complex human interaction really is.
Exactly.
We usually just write off those middle of the night wake ups as a nuisance, right?
Right.
A biological failure.
Yeah, I'm just broke and I need to sleep.
But this source material suggests they're actually a functional requirement of the human mind. The jungle is a metaphor for the messy, layered nature of our daily lives.
All the signals and tones and collisions that are, just too dense to understand in the moment.
Right, because if you stopped to analyze every single microexpression during a busy workday, you'd be paralyzed.
You'd never get anything done. So you have to filter things out just to function.
Your conscious mind is basically that filter. It has to ignore most of the nuance so you can just keep moving forward.
But the subconscious doesn't.
The subconscious misses nothing. It's like a recorder running in the background, capturing every slight, every awkward pause, every bit of tension.
And then when the day's over,
And all those distractions fade. The author is specific. Between midnight and dawn, that filter just shuts off.
and the raw data comes flooding back in. But it's not random data, is it?
No.
The author says what jolts us awake is almost always a blow to the ego or some
Yeah.
other unsettling event. It feels like my brain wakes me up just to replay my greatest hits of embarrassment. Why the focus on the negative?
Well, it's not actually trying to embarrass you. It's trying to resolve a discrepancy.
That discrepancy.
The author describes the feeling as a strange mix of anxiety and clarity. You wake up because there's a gap between what you thought happened and what your
His
subconscious...
nose happened.
Precisely. And this is where they bring in Sigmund Freud to kind of validate the whole mechanism.
Dreams are the royal road to the unconscious.
That's the one. The author argues that these wake-ups are maybe the most honest moments of our day. Freud saw dreams as symbolic, but this author's take is a bit more pragmatic.
Uh-huh.
These midnight jolts are your brain forcing you to look at the jungle, all the hidden dimensions of an interaction that your daytime ego just refused to see.
Okay, so I'm awake, my ego is bruised, I'm staring at the ceiling. The natural instinct is to just ignore it, right? Maybe scroll on my phone or count sheep.
And the author says that's a huge mistake.
Right.
That is the real pivot point. If you just lie there, you get a restless mind and shallow rest. You're just drowning in the data without ever processing it.
So what's the alternative?
They propose a method that's surprisingly active. It's not just journaling or venting your feelings.
This part really stood out to me because journaling can sometimes mean just writing, I feel sad, and leaving it there. This sounds more like debugging code or something.
That is a perfect analogy. You're literally treating the anxiety as a data set. By typing it out, moving the sentences around, researching the concepts, you detach from the raw emotion.
You're editing it.
You're editing the worry until the logic starts to appear. It transforms this messy, ego-bruising memory into a small piece of wisdom for your future self.
But I mean, doing actual work at 4 a.m., that's a hard sell. Most people just want to get back to sleep so they aren't zombies the next day.
And the counter-argument here is that you're not going to get good sleep anyway if your subconscious is, screaming at you.
Fair point.
By engaging with it,
Right.
by doing this specific rearranging work, you essentially clear the cache. You turn the human jungle from a scary, confusing place into a map you can actually read.
So the goal isn't just to sleep better. It's to stop being so blind to human nature.
I think so. The source suggests that without these jolts, we'd just walk through life completely missing the depth of our own interactions.
Would be efficient, sure, but
We'd be shallow. The insomnia is sort of the price of admission for a deeper understanding.
it definitely makes the idea of a sleepless night feel less like a curse and more like an unscheduled therapy session.
Or a data processing session.
Right. Okay, so here's something for you to chew on the next time you find yourself awake and staring into the dark.
Instead of fighting it, maybe ask yourself this. If this anxiety is just raw data from the human jungle, what insight is it trying to force you to process?
And what small piece of wisdom might be waiting there for your future self, if you just take the time to decode it. That's it for this deep dive. Thanks for listening.